Hey guys, it's us
Hi.
from Decent Essential. This is my sister Shauna,
Hello, everyone out there in video land.
and we are Decent Essentials.
Decent Essentials.
And just wanted to basically come on and kind of introduce her because y'all already seen me and have heard me talk and do the videos, and she's never really been on the videos except for making the soaps that y'all have seen the videos that we've posted.
I'm a tad bit shy, so yeah.
Yeah, she's not that shy. Do not be fooled, guys. She's really not that shy. But I wanted to come on and introduce her to basically let y'all know who we are and let y'all get to know us. So, Shauna, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Besides the fact of her being the super soaper extraordinaire.
That's all right. I'm super soaper. She's glossy girl. So there you go.
That's what we call each other.
What do you think? What do you want me to tell them?
A little bit about yourself. How did you get into making soaps?
Actually, I started doing this in the 90s, but this was just personal. This was just for myself. And I was just testing it out just to see if I could actually do it. And I wound up making soap, surprisingly enough. And it turned out pretty well. But after a while, for some reason, I just stopped doing it.
And of course, the dog is barking in the background.
Yeah.
You will hear one of my dogs.
Yeah.
The other one is being quiet.
Yes, they have to put their contributions in as well.
Of course.
But I started in the 90s. I stopped for a while. And, once my sister and I started talking about, starting up another business, in memory of our mother, I said, something that'd be a pretty good idea. And then we decided on what types of things that we would be willing to produce and sell. And I said, well, I used to make soaps back in the day. And she said, yeah, that's right. So, she said, well, hey, let's go ahead and try.
The camera cut off on us. Sorry. Technical difficulties. It happens.
Yeah. Basically, we were talking about doing products in memory of our mother who passed away this past August. And since I said that, I did soaps before, Tanya was like, hey, yeah, you did. So since she was already doing hair weaves and lashes and things like that, dealing with beauty products, I said, well, we can incorporate soaps and whatnot into it, because that's also a beauty product, helps your skin and all. And she said, yeah, it's a great idea. So,
and I started wanting to do lip glosses also and adding that to the business. So therefore I was like, okay, why not?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're doing.
And there's going to be some new changes coming come 2020. Yeah. We may be I know we're definitely going to be adding new products to the company, but we're going to be getting rid of some of the current products that we do carry. Right. We just haven't kind of decided on what we're going to be getting rid of. So we're going to be probably sitting down and talking about that later on. But other than that, we decided to start a business in honor of our mother, basically with what my sister said. And so far, so good. It's been a slow process, but it's working out. And we are going to show you today on how we make our body butters, the new item that we're adding to the company. So let us begin.
Okay. First off, I'm going to have to take my little bowl here and do some measurements. I have to tear this. Which one's the tear? In the middle? That's it. No, that cuts it off. Unit. It's grams. The grams. I need to tear it. So it sets to 0. There we go. Setting to 0. Just need to, measure it out.
And the reason why we measure it out is because we try to be somewhat precise with our measurements so we can make each batch the same way.
Correct. This is cocoa butter. Just letting you know.
One of the many butters that we use. Now, we're going to give you some of the ingredients that we use, but we're not giving you all the ingredients that we use because it's our own recipe. Now, if you're trying to make your own butters, that's fine. Just pick what you like and go from there.
Now the jar wants to act stupid. But that's okay. We're going to make it work today.
And cocoa butter is a very hard butter.
It is a very, very hard butter.
Give us a second. We're still trying to break up some more cocoa butter.
Oops. Oops, a little too much on that one. I'll take it out.
Not enough.
Yeah, it took a little too much out. Try it again. There we go.
Perfect.
All right.
We got our measurements down.
All right.
Now what we're going to do is pretty much melt this down to get it soft so that way we can start mixing with it. So we'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Sorry guys about all the interruptions and stuff. Normally, you know how it goes. When you're starting to record, everything happens. So right now, what my sister's doing is working on one of the butters we have. Which one is this one?
This one is the butter treat, which is the signature butter for Tina's Treat, the signature set.
Okay.
This is just a small sample size, but we're going to give this one a shot and see how it comes out.
Yeah.
So right now I'm mixing up all the oils. I've melted down the cocoa butter and I've added the oil. So now I'm just mixing them in. Do this for a little bit. And then once we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and put it in either the refrigerator or the freezer and see how long it's going to take. It needs to solidify just a little bit. It needs to solidify just a little bit so that it'll be just hard enough for me to actually be able to whip it up. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. We're standing in my kitchen, guys, if you want to know the background, basically. And normally my dogs are not out when we're doing, making things. Whether I'm making lip gloss or whether she's making butters. She doesn't own pets. I do. I own 2 dogs. But when I'm making butters or lip glosses or anything, I don't have my animals out. Because to me, that's kind of, I want to say unsanitary. I don't have long-haired dogs. I have short-haired dogs. I have a pit bull and a bull mastiff mixed pit bull. Really sweet dogs. But I don't usually have them out walking around in my kitchen when I'm doing things in my kitchen. But today, since it's the day after Christmas, just kind of wanted them to have their little open, free range and whatnot. Try to let them relax and enjoy themselves. Right now, my sister is off to the side. She's prepping jars for us, for our samples and stuff. And this is how she would do this at home, in her home, when she's making butters there. She would do this for our customers.
Correct.
Minus the 2 dogs.
Correct.
So we're waiting for the cocoa butter to solidify a little more. So I thought we would just come back on and just, you know, talk a little bit.
Yeah.
So disregard the background. This is my kitchen. But so when I approached you about going into business and us doing this together, because beforehand, guys, I had a business started. It was a totally different business. Well,
Right.
not totally different. It was a totally different name.
Yes.
The name of the original business was Next Stop Glamour.
Right.
And I solely sold hair extensions, lashes, edge control, and bonnets, and that was it. And
Right.
then I drifted into something else, into another direction. And when me and my sister was talking about going into business together, we wanted to change the name to start a new beginning.
Correct.
So what did you think when I approached you with the idea of us going into business together?
I thought it was a great idea, especially for the premise of
Yeah.
the reason why. Because our mother was a big entrepreneur.
Yeah.
She always had a side business going on. I mean, she was a nurse. So that was her full-time job anyway. But thank you for agreeing with me.
Always.
She was a nurse.
He's never this noisy. He's never like this.
But it just so happens that she always was in some other type of business.
Oh,
always
yeah.
had a side hustle going, as they call it, a side hustle. So she instilled that in us as well, because like my sister said here, she was already starting on Next Stop Glamour. So once she came to me with an idea for a business, I said, sure, well, why not? That would be a great thing to do in honor of our mom. So that's what we did.
I'm just looking at my dog. He's one of them. He's just
You and
being-
these dogs.
I
boy.
declare.
I love pets. Don't get me wrong. I love dogs as well. I just don't happen to have any.
And that's the one you hear barking so much in the background is my puppy. He's 2.5, thinking he's a 50 million years old dog. He's just a mess today. He
Yeah.
normally never barks as much. It's usually my older dog, and he's the one that's being quiet, which is really shocking. I guess I am talking about you. But we decided to go in together, start this business, and try to make it a family business and grow it into such, because we've always had a family business going. Whether our parents was doing something, it was always family based.
Correct.
My mother always tried to incorporate her family into it.
Yes,
Whether it
she
was
did.
whether it was us,
Absolutely.
or my dad, our dad, her sisters and brothers, nieces and nephews, cousins, whichever.
She always wanted to make it a family affair.
Yeah, and so we were trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
What else you want to cover? Since we're standing here, we're waiting for our butter to solidify.
I'm good. I'm really good. Yeah.
So coming into 2020, because it's next week, y'all. New Year's is here, pretty much.
It is next
We're
week.
probably going to sit down and do a small business meeting together and sit down and kind of, brainstorm on what's going to be coming for the new year in the future for our business, and how we want to kind of reach out to y'all and offer y'all better products and new products. If y'all have any ideas, please leave them down below. Leave a comment below on what you want us to see or what you want to see us offer you all.
Right.
And any ideas or anything like that, because we would love to hear from y'all. You will be getting, come the new year, more newsletters and blog posts and things of that nature. We're going to try to start that back up. We kind of got sidetracked from that, trying to get ready for the holiday season.
Right.
But now we're going to start that back up. We promise y'all, we promise not to bombard you with newsletters and stuff like that, because we also do work. We have full-time jobs also. And we don't want to bombard you with stuff because we don't like our emails to get cluttered either.
Right.
So we're going to try to start that back up and give y'all great information and content, not just to try to sell you on stuff, but we want to kind of help inform you on the things that we do, the things that we use, just information that you may need or may be interested in. So make sure you leave below the information that you want or topics that you want us to cover. We would be happy to try to do that if it's something in the lines of the company or just something that we're interested in that we can research and make sure we find real information about and not bogus information.
Right.
So you want to check that butter and see if it's ready?
I can, but I also wanted to mention something about next month. As a matter of fact, we may have a little surprise coming up for you. A little mystery something or other. So I won't say any more than that, but just say January 2020, we're gonna have a little bit of a surprise for you in store.
It's gonna be fun. So make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yes.
And they're all called Decent Essentials.
Yes.
So
D''SCENT.
Decent.
D''SCENT Essentials.
So make sure you follow us on our channel, our YouTube channel, Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
Because you're going to definitely want to stay on top of this.
And our website is www.dscente.com. That's DSCENTE.com.
Ready?
Ready.
All right. We'll be right back. Okay, we're going to get started making the butter. So,
all right, here we go. Right now I'm just, so softening it up a little bit on the inside here. Just to get it so I can mix it up. You just want to make sure you can get it all up in there. Get it nice and solid. And we're going to do the Devo song and whip it good. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Okay.
Correct that whip.
Oh, Sean, I'm going to add music. I'm good.
Oh, okay. My bad. I get excited when I make butter because it's a lot of fun for me. And every time I do it, I think of the song "Whip It" by Devo.
And some of our generation,
Some of our generation will remember that. The rest of them, the younger ones, they'll be like,
they're gonna be like,
who? Exactly.
That was my pen.
How do you take this home? Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
This is what it's supposed to look like right here, boy. It looks like cake batter or whipped cream or something like that. Cool Whip or something. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
This with the what is this butter treat?
Mm-hmm.
With the butter treat body butter. Ooh, I got a brain freeze right there. With the butter treat body butter. It's supposed to be tinted slightly with a lavender tint because we use lavender oil in it, essential oil in it.
Right.
And so we want it to be slightly pigmented. So we're going to add just a pinch of colorant.
Trying to get all that scrumptious body butter up out of there.
Let me know when you're ready to add the colorant. The pigment. You ready? Sorry.
No problem.
Think that's enough?
One more dash will do it.
Normally we use measurements, but this time we're ringing it.
Thank you. Okay, well, I gotta put these back on.
And normally we use measurements, but you know, this time these are sample sizes for us to try out. Which we have some made, what, you have some made at home too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has some extras made at home already.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that looks
It's
nice.
real thick.
Mm-hmm. This stuff will not melt.
That's the biggest thing that we worry about when we're making body butters is that while in transit, will it melt?
Right. I don't think it's gonna do anything like that.
I know we may have to look into for the summertime for a type of way of
Definitely.
transporting it without it melting.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's the only thing.
Yep. And here we go. And a lot of lavender on that one. Make it look real nice.
And so it doesn't look completely like purple, like a purple people eater, but it does look enough
Purple people eat that.
where you can. It's a tint where you can see it. You can tell it's not white anymore.
Right. I don't know if you can see it in here, but it's slightly purple.
Yeah.
Slightly lavender.
And that's the one, just a slight color.
Yeah. Let's scrape some of this off. Man, this is looking good. Looks like Cool Whip.
Just a thicker version,
Mm-hmm.
like heavy whipping cream.
Yep. Scraping down the sides. Making sure all that goodness gets in there. One more time.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. One more time for good measure. And this bad boy is done.
That looks really good.
This is perfect, I believe.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe it's perfect.
All right. Looking nice.
You want to show Dad?
Sure, you can show him one of these if you want.
Hey, Dad.
Or, yeah, have him come in. That'd
Hey,
be
Dad.
even better.
You want to see the butter we just made? You want to see the butter we just made? You won't be seen on camera. We got to angle down. We got to angle down. We're gonna let our dad look at it right quick. He's not gonna be on camera because he's a little camera shy, but we do want to show it to him at least so he can see.
He likes to be behind the scenes, behind the camera. instead of
yeah,
in
way
front of it.
behind the camera.
Tell me this doesn't look like whipped cream.
It does. It looks edible.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not.
It looks delicious.
Thank you. I like that. That's even better.
But how does it smell? Can you smell it?
Maybe.
Yeah, you probably smell it in my pine, what you call it.
Okay, I'll get some more of that off, but I'm trying to get to this one too. It looks like you could just about lick it off like ice cream or something.
Or like a good frosting.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the butter treat when it goes to the Tina's Treat signature scent.
Yep, signature set.
Thank you.
Yeah. Trying to get it all out of this thing here.
And we wanted to make sure it had a nice little light lavender tint to it.
Mm-hmm. This is how it's supposed to turn out.
All right.
Yeah. You do that, Dad. You do that. Okay. Ah.
may need a little help on this, trying to get all this goodness off of here. The little them off.
Unfortunately, I don't have on gloves, so I can't help you.
No problem. No problem. Let me just have to use my fingers.
Hey, you got gloves on. That's
I
the
have
good thing.
gloves on, so I can do that.
And I think Blue's trying to help you too. I think he's
I
standing
don't
behind-
want Blue to help me on this one.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to lick this.
Blue's standing behind us wanting to help.
That's okay. All right.
And you can probably use that knife if you want to wipe it off first.
Okay. Well, it's no biggie because it's purple. Add a little more purple to it. It's okay. Making sure it gets out of here.
But this is how we make our butters for the most part. This is like our general viewing of how we make them. So if you have any questions or you want to make, don't do that.
Sorry. My
If you
bad.
have any questions or if you want to leave a comment below, make sure you leave it below and we'll try to get back to it and answer it. Don't forget to rate, comment, and definitely subscribe to all of our social media channels. Talk to you later. See you later. Bye.
Happy holidays to you and Happy New Year to you as well.
Same here. And these are the finished products of our Butter Treat body butter.
Ta-da!